Hey guys, how's it going? Mr. Crazy Gamer 13 here. Welcome back to Let's Play Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Part 2 with Mr. Crazy Gamer 13, like I said before. And in this part we're at Bill and Fleur's wedding. And, yeah.
Who is that?
Sorry you can't hear Hermione's voice, we're just not very close to her. And yeah, that's just like in-game conversation, not like cutscene conversation. But anyway, yeah, you can press a circle button, which will cast 4 points, which is a very useful spell, which will guide you to where you need to go. And I apologise for like any like characters you can't hear speaking. Like, Hermione was completely silent there, and I apologise for that.
Thanks. Is Luna with you?
She lingered in that charming little garden. Such a glorious infestation of gnomes. Or, to give them their correct name, the Gernumbly Gardens. You might want to congratulate Mr. Weasley on them. He was looking for you just now.
Thanks. Yeah, I will.
Okay, so now we're going to look for Mr. Weasley, and I already know where he is, so that right there, people, is the only time I'm going to use 4 points throughout this game. I might use it later on, I don't know, but, like, most likely I'm not going to be using it a lot. Because, like, I've played through this game, like, 10 times, and I already know where everything is. So, yeah.
Well, Dumbledore managed to find two. He destroyed the ring and found the locket.
Okay, now you can hear Hermione and Ron.
Somewhere there's the real locket. The real Horcrux.
Yeah, I just went closer to Hermione there so you could hear her. Not because, you know, I won't get into that, but anyway, yeah. And also, anyway, the movement controls, you use the left analog stick to move, and you hold down the X button to run, or the A button on the 360. And that's it, and you press circle to cast 4 points, of course, right there. And that's it for the movement controls. The combat controls, you already know, so yeah.
Mr. Weasley?
Cutscene time.
Did you want to speak to us?
Yes, I did. You see, it turns out that Dumbledore left you things in his will.
All of us?
Yes. To you, Ron, he left his Deluminator. To Hermione, his copy of the Tales of Beedle the Bard. And to you, Harry, he left the snitch you caught in your first Quidditch match. He also left you the sword of Godric Gryffindor. But the Ministry is insisting the sword wasn't Dumbledore's to give away. Not that it matters, because no one can find the sword anyway.
Did he say what these were for?
I'm afraid he didn't. Now, why don't you pop those up to your rooms and come down to the party? We have a wedding to celebrate, don't we?
My mum used to read me the tales of Beedle the Bard.
How are children's stories supposed to help us find the Horcruxes?
Dunno. Maybe Dumbledore just wanted to cheer us up.
Do you think all these things are a clue?
There's supposed to be fireworks before the wedding.
The Ministry has fallen. The Minister of Magic is dead. They are coming.
Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, now there actually is one other thing I didn't mention about the combat controls because we couldn't use it until now. Now, one thing that helps you out a lot is cover. You go up to cover and press the square button to get in. And like while you're in cover, you can press the R2 button to cast Stupefy, which is really helpful. Or you can hold down the L2 button to aim, and then press R2 to cast a spell. But no matter what spell you have equipped, if you cast while just like without aiming in cover, it'll always be Stupefy. And there's gonna be infinite enemies coming here, so I'm just gonna, like, you know, defeat everyone who gets in my way and like leave the rest. So, yeah. Hang on. This way. I was thinking about casting 4 points there, but you know what? No need. And you can also hold down the L1 button to cast protective spell. Protego. Now, if you hold down Protego long enough, and you like deflect enough shots, you need to deflect at least 20 shots. So, like, just like, come on, cast at me, cast at me. This is just like a little trophy guide here. Just like keep holding down the L1 button. There you go, a strong shield. Now that is for like, that's the second trophy we earned throughout this run. It's for deflecting Protego. Use 20 Protego deflects. What am I saying? I cannot speak today. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Oh, and also today I actually got every single trophy on Sonic CD. So now I have every trophy on Sonic CD. Now I just got the last one today. And yet, headshot! Boom! Woo! You are gonna. Now there will be a lot of headshot moments throughout this because I usually do get a lot of headshots when I ever play this game, but Deathly Hallows Part 2, however, it's harder to get headshots, a lot harder. But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go down here. Okay, I'm gonna drink that Murtlap Essence, and we I kill that Death Eater for the sake of it. Okay, now we just need to go down, and we get a little like mini cutscene, which I'm gonna commentate through because there's no dialogue whatsoever. It's sort of like in-game stuff. Okay, and now we're confronted by another loading screen. Okay, and we earned another trophy, a day to remember. Yeah, like I said before,
We need to change. Here, I packed some things in case of emergency.
You reckon any of the people here could be Death Eaters? How would the Death Eaters know we're here?
They've known where we were every other time. And the modern news is full of natural disasters. We know what that really means, though. Death Eaters.
I brought your visibility cloak, Harry. I thought it would be useful.
Epic fail!
Most of the Order was there. Do you really think there could be Death Eaters here?
Best to be sure. Isn't it?
The reason I said epic fail is because I talked when a cutscene started. That's just epic fail for me, but anyway. Now this is for our first stealth mission. Now to be honest, excuse me, I know a lot of people hate the stealth in this game. To be honest, I really don't mind it. What you have to do is you have to go under the invisibility cloak, press triangle to put it on and off, by the way, and use the left analog stick to move around. And like, you see, now you probably won't be able to see it very well, but the Deathly Hallows, that little like triangle on the lower left hand corner of the screen, well, whenever you move it goes down because people get more suspicious that there's someone there. Now this isn't too hard. All you have to do is go to this man and examine him, and yeah, we just needed to check if he was a Death Eater. So anyway, we just need to go back to Ron and Hermione now. Well, go back to Ron, sorry. A lot of speech fails about this LP, about part 2 of Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows part 1. And
Well, I am so sorry.
wait
Next
until
time,
Ron and
why not
Hermione
pack your own jeans?
finish
I didn't know
speaking.
we were coming, did I? I never was any good at divination.
It doesn't take divination, it's about planning. We'll need to plan if we're to get through this.
Press X to talk to Ron.
Yeah, well, we can't be too careful. What about that woman over there? Did you check her out?
Check her out. Ron That sounds a bit awkward. Yeah, I just made up a little joke there, but anyway, we're gonna go to that woman now and see if she's a Death Eater or not. And yeah, this is a little bit harder because we've got a little bit further to go, but if you had no problem with the salesman, you should be able to nail this no problem. Beans are alright, but I'm not a big fan of eating them all the time, thank you.
He left me in the and then I said to him, ba-da-bow, oh, why?
She's not a Death Eater.
Definitely not Harry. Yeah, that woman, she was like talking gibberish there, and I just waited for my triangle to refill up there. And we're just gonna go back to Ron and tell him that the woman is not a Death Eater. Even though he might not have meant that, he might have meant like to check her out personally. You know what, I'm just gonna quit it with these jokes, so you know what, never mind. Okay, telephone box.
Maybe that's how the Death Eaters keep finding us.
Wait until they
Trace
stop
breaks
talking
return
again.
17. And Harry's not been near any Death Eaters for them to try and put it back on.
Well, something's giving away where we are.
The woman with the sign is a mother too.
Looks like we've lost those Death Eaters then.
Yeah. Okay, now it's safe to have the invisibility cloak off, because we know there's no Death Eaters around. What we need to do now is like just go and hide out in the cafe and plan what we're gonna do, and then you know what? Wait, no, sorry. I was originally gonna end it off here, but I think we have enough time. We have like 3 minutes before we reach the 15-minute mark, so yeah.
So, where do we go from here? The Leaky Cauldron?
Too dangerous. If Voldemort's taken over the Ministry, none of the old places are safe. Let's sit over there. We can work out what to do next.
What do you think, Harry? Harry?
Okay, I'm not going to risk going over the 15-minute limit, so you know what, I'm going to end it off here, guys. Thank you for watching part 2 of Let's Play Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows part 1 with Mr. Crazy Game 13. I will see you in the next video. Let's play Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows part 1, part 3.